This is me celebrating another anniversary of my English-speaking club in a small city called Fethiye in Turkey.
Hello mom, I'm in television. Bye-bye.
And who are all these people? I'll call them my friends. This is my little happy place that I have created. What am I talking about? Let me give you a bit of backstory.
Hi, my name is Taha and I'm originally from Pakistan, but I'm born and raised in Saudi Arabia and have spent all my childhood and my teenage in Saudi Arabia. For the past 7 years, I have lived in 3 different countries, including China, Turkey, and Russia. At this point in my life, I'm enrolled in a master's program in a very prestigious university in Moscow. It's called Vysokaya Shkola Ekonomiki, which is Higher School of Economics. But generally, for the past 4 years, I have lived in Turkey in a very beautiful small city called Fethiye. I came to Turkey in 2021 and this city was mesmerizing and it didn't let me go. Until last year when I decided to do a master's program in Moscow. One thing I have learned in the past few years while traveling and staying in different countries is that it gets a lot easier to make friends or acquaintances in a new city or a country if you have something to offer to the place itself or to the people, to the community, especially something you're good at. 4 years ago when I came to Turkey, I started an English-speaking club, and the reason for that was that I have been teaching English for a very long time in different countries, including Saudi Arabia, Turkey, Russia, China, that I understood that people have a lot of difficulties while learning a new language, and they're always looking for a community to speak and practice English with.
Another word, like couch, but in another word.
Sofa?
Yes. Cat, but
And I knew the struggle people go through to find a group of people where they can actually practice English. But to be honest, another motivation was to find and gather English-speaking people in the city.
It's a film and it's scary.
Horror movie.
Yeah. A screen
Cinema.
shows something.
cinema.
No, it shows. It's a screen and it shows.
TV. Television.
Projector.
No?
Monitor or what?
Yeah, the monitor shows it as well.
I wanted to create a place where people can socialize and find like-minded people. My motto was simple: you don't have to be alone in this beautiful city. So my point was that if you speak English or if you want to speak English, welcome to the club.
Like a region, but in the city there are several small regions. Yes, absolutely.
So I have been running this club for 4 years, and in the past 4 years I have met countless number of people from countless number of countries. Actually, most of my Russian friends which I have made before going to Moscow were from this club. But since now I live in Moscow, I kind of want to try doing the same. But I'm not so sure how it would be because Moscow is huge. What do you guys think about such a club in Moscow? Write me in the comments. Well, the format is pretty simple. You come to the cafe, grab a cup of coffee or tea, and speak to anyone you want to. Surprisingly, that flexible format attracted a lot of native English speakers. And soon the club was filled with British people. And a lot of people ask me what native speakers are doing in English-speaking club.
A child.
Kid.
Boy child.
And the answer was simple. It's not just a speaking club, but it's a social club. And the best part about the club is that I set no age limit. The youngest member in the club we had might be an early teenager, and the oldest member of the club we have so far is a British lady who is 96 years old. Well, she must be 97 by now already. And to my surprise, all these people love to interact with each other, young people, senior citizens. There was no problem at all. We always had common topics to talk to. And this made me realize that everywhere we go, we look for okay, let's say you're a young person, you would always be looking for a younger community and to interact with, share your experiences. But what I realized through this club, it's much more fun to talk to senior citizens, listen to their travel stories and what they have been doing all around the world compared to somebody of your age. So in this club, we have a lot of people from Britain, from America, from Germany, Iran, Turkey, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Russia, and even Chinese. There were a lot of people from China too who visited the club. And of course, since I'm an English teacher, some people requested me for private tutoring, and I'm very happy to help them in their journey of learning and improving English language. So if any of you are interested to take my help in learning English, feel free to write me. I have got a lot of experience, especially with my Russian students. So since I'm in Turkey for a short trip, and before coming to Moscow, I decided to take a short interview from the members of my club, especially the native speakers, to help you guys give some tips and tricks, because I know in Russia a lot of people can speak English, but they're not confident enough to speak English, or not at the level which is very easy to communicate. So here are some interviews which I took from the club members to show you how it looks like.
Hi guys, my name is Joseph Peridar. I've been coming to the club for the last 8-9 months. This is a fantastic place to be. That's the first thing I need to say, because it makes you talk, and I want to talk, because I travel a lot. In my travels, I know that people love talking, so I'm so happy to find a place like this that people are really talking to each other. Learning English and any other language is a process. At the moment, all the world is speaking English, so it's good to know English. The best way to learn the language is to talk, listen, and try to be interactive. So more than paying for education, maybe it's good to be in social groups where English is a part of it and you can experience and learn. Obviously, like everything else, it needs hard studying, so never forget that. I'm not saying that you can just learn by going to clubs and things. Obviously, you need to study hard. That stays there forever.
My name is Peter. I'm from the United States. The state of Washington, actually. And what do you want to know?
I want to know, so for how long you're coming to this English-speaking club?
Well, a couple years, I think. Almost every week.
And how do you feel about the club?
Mostly I think it's great. I have a little trouble hearing, so that's my issue that I get to deal with. And some nights it's great, and some nights I don't hear so well. But it's okay. Keep coming.
My name is Aisling. I'm an American. I've been in Turkey for about almost 6 years. I like it very much.
For how long are you coming to the club?
I've been coming to the club for almost 2 years. Like it a lot. Love the quirky, goofy characters that show up here, all of us.
How do you feel about being the native speaker of English language?
Well, I've learned another language before, and I know it's difficult to take on somebody else's language, so I have a lot of compassion for that. Appreciate it. It makes English speakers lazy because it's an international language, so no matter where we go, everybody wants to learn English. So yeah, I don't feel proud about that, you know. So
okay,
yeah.
so Peter, since you're an American, so English is your first language, have you ever tried learning another language?
Yes. In high school I tried to learn French, but I don't speak it. No. Mm-hmm. But I did all right when I was in school, but that was a long time ago.
So what difficulties do you think people have when they're learning a new language usually?
The difficulty I have is being able to learn the words and then speak them, because they don't come out when it's time to have a conversation.
Being a native speaker of English, what tips would you give to people who want to learn English or who are trying to learn English?
Keep trying. Just keep trying. No matter what it seems like, just keep trying. You'll learn it.
Aisling, what's your favorite moment in our English club so far?
I think my favorite moment is when Bova gets riled up about a subject, and he has the whole group laughing, and he's very animated, and I really enjoy him. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Fu Shang, and I'm an Iranian, and I've been living in Washington DC area for last 35 plus years. I retired last July and decided to spend most of my retirement in Fethi. And I was lucky enough through Facebook to learn about English Club and meet Taha, who is doing a great job to run this club.
May I ask you, what advice would you give to someone who is trying to learn English?
Yeah, the learning another language, which I've been doing it through my own life, it's a very good idea, and the best way I believe is to have these opportunities, get together and try to talk, to socialize and learn it verbally. That's the way I have learned, audio visually.
My name is Feyza. I am 31 years old. I am living in Fethiye. I so happy to meet everyone here because very nice people. I have to learn English for work. Perfect.
There were so many suggestions and opinions, but the most important thing was to have fun while learning something new, to laugh together, and to break the language barrier.
And that's why Turkey feels more like a home to me, because I created a community which is so warm and welcoming, and I know always what I'm coming back to. Did you find any useful tips and tricks or some motivation to learn English or practice it? I hope you did. And if you need help with learning or practicing English, I'll be happy to help you. You can write me on Telegram. Link is in the description. Hope you enjoyed my video. And in any case, my channel is always for you, as the content is in English. Hope you liked my video. See you in the next one.